mates, welcome to Twisted Chamber. I'm Natasha.
I'm Kat.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, this is fun.
This is fun.
This is our new setup.
I know, right? We have a new set. Ouija board. We're ready to call some spirits.
Yeah, we got our trusty Buddha, though.
I know.
Protection. Come with.
Always protection.
Always.
But I'm liking I like this. Do you know why I like it?
Why?
Because I'm 30 years old and I'm uncomfortable on the floor. 30 years old, 39 years old.
Yeah, I have to say. Yeah. We were in a tent, you guys. Yeah, our chamber was a tent on the floor.
We were
just doing stuff. Right? We were starting out.
I feel like we've now arrived.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like we're invested.
I feel like we are invested.
Yeah.
You know, we have a name.
Yeah, we do. If you haven't seen our logo, go on Instagram. It's on there, and on our TikTok, and everywhere.
Everywhere, really. We've got. I'm slightly overwhelmed and very thankful for the fact that not only do we have now over 400 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
I know.
How exciting.
Very exciting. And then I think if you haven't gone over to our TikTok, we've got like nearly 5,000 followers on TikTok.
OMG.
Yeah.
Oh. And to the G.
I know.
How crazy.
It's crazy. And lovely messages from fans who are like, oh, we've come across your show, we really enjoy it. And here, have a ghost story.
Yes, so we posted and told story, we asked you guys to send us your stories on your real life, I don't even know, meetings or encounters with the paranormal. And oh my gosh, did you guys send us some stories? So
we got some stories.
I will not know what that story is after what we talk about today. Because I will leave that story today. Yeah. We got some legends.
Yeah.
So that's fun. So thank you so much for sending us your stories. So Tash is going to try to scare me because I don't know what this story is.
Yes, I think this is going to be this is a thinker of a story. This is going to be, it made me think and I read it 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited about hearing yours.
I know. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to tell you.
Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Okay, I have my tea.
Yes, we are.
Let's go.
I also have my tea.
Cheers.
Yes. Cheers, buddy. Right. So my story today, is called The Green Children of Woolpit. Yes. Yes, you heard that right.
Okay.
In 12th century England, sometime around the reign of King Stephen, so in between 1135 and 1154, a long time ago. It was a long time ago. In the county of Suffolk, in a little town called Woolpit. So this name, Woolpit, it means a pit for trapping wolves. So they would dig up like pits in this place, and they would trap wolves in it. Nice. So they did that, in the time where England would have had wolves roaming around. I think they hunted those out. Those are all gone.
I think they're all gone.
So one day in Woolpit, some villagers came across 2 children wandering alone. They weren't like other children. These kids had green skin, odd-looking clothes, and spoke a language the villagers did not recognize. The young boy and the young girl, who the villagers assumed were brother and sister, were taken to the home of Sir Richard de Cain, so the chief landowner, right? So he owned all the land. These people were obviously working for him.
Okay.
The young boy and I just read that part. JK. Okay. The kids were obviously hungry, but all the food that they were given, they refused to eat. It was like they were grossed out by food. Until one day, someone brought in raw broad beans or fava beans, right? You know that saying on Hannibal, fava beans. That's what it reminds me of. It does. It reminds me of.
That's like the worst part of that whole movie.
And a nice kid. I love it. Uh, the kids absolutely loved the beans, and they ate them consistently for months until they learned and adapted to eat normal food, which eventually made their skin lose its green color.
Really?
Could you imagine coming across a green child out in the middle of nowhere one day? Could you imagine that?
I just wouldn't even, I don't know. Like, it's so weird.
It's so strange, right? The boy never really adjusted, right? He never really adjusted to this new life. He became sick, which led to his early death.
Oh,
which is sad,
that's
right?
sad.
Which is so sad. The girl learned to speak English, took the name Agnes, and adjusted very well into her new life. So
Okay.
she, she was loving it. Even marrying a man in the county next door, a royal official, Richard Barr.
Okay.
Oh, she fell in love.
She fell in love.
Agnes eventually shared her story.
Okay.
She said her and her brother came from a strange underground land, which she called St. Martin's Land. There it is always twilight because the sun never shone. And one day they were out herding their father's cattle when they heard a loud noise. She said it was like the sound of bells. So bells chiming.
Oh, okay.
And the kids were like, oh, what's that noise? And they just started to follow this, so they followed the sound into a cave. As they walked through the cave, they then came out to find themselves in this new land. Now this story, right? This story is very strange. This is her account.
Okay.
There is evidence of this actually happening. These people did it. They did exist.
Wow.
It did happen, but right? There's always going to be a legend. This is a medieval story,
Okay.
right?
Wow.
So, could it be true? Could it be fictional, right? Of course, the kids could have had a type of an iron deficiency, right? I've looked this up.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, the kids could have an iron deficiency, which would have led to their green complexion.
Oh.
Right? Or were they hollow earth children? Or from another planet, they're green.
They're green.
And she said that what? She's from St. Martin's Land. They were speaking another language.
Okay.
They had odd clothes on that the villagers did not recognize. Right?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
How crazy.
Very crazy. Although maybe there is a tunnel. Maybe everyone that pays a lot of money to go to St. Martin's in the Caribbean is being ripped off. Because maybe somewhere there's a secret tunnel and these people came from there.
Well, there is this hollow earth theory.
Yeah.
Which is people live there, right? It's like its own world.
Oh, like what's it called? Like Journey to the Center of the Earth style Greenland.
All the way down there.
All the way down there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Came out of a cave, walked to some villagers, were green.
We're green. We're green. I mean,
so I've looked at things and I've watched some videos, right?
Yeah.
And, everyone has a different theory on this.
Of course.
Because the accounts are like in historical kind of accounts, right?
Yes.
But, I just don't see how two little green kids coming out of a cave.
Yeah. And
you know what is, I should have looked up that film. I don't know if you remember that film.
What film?
Where the guy goes into that cave onto another planet and he's like jumping around.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna irritate me. You know
Google
what?
it.
I'm
Google
Googling it.
Just Google it.
Everyone,
just Google it.
we are Googling this film.
Sometimes we have to Google things.
But what would you think?
I don't know.
What would you think if two little green kids came to talk to you? On a walk.
On a walk.
We go for walks all the time.
Yeah, I know we do. And I mean, oh yeah, if a green kid
Right?
came out of the woods, maybe
Come
I
on.
would think that it was playing, and maybe I'd think that they would have painted themselves green, or they've been rolling around in the moss, because you know you get grass stain.
Yes.
They might just been slightly dirty, and then I would have been like, oh, where's your mum? Where's your dad?
Yeah.
You know, are you hurt? Do you need any help? And then if the kid came back to my place and ate, what was it? The beans?
Yeah, it was favo beans or broad beans.
Or broad
same
beans.
thing.
As a kid, it's probably not your favorite choice of food. Like the rule in my house when you had a roast dinner was if you didn't eat it all, there was no dessert, which meant
Exactly
the broad beans and all the other bean things and the green things that kids don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So you were made to, and a kid actually eating to
Raw.
enjoy them raw.
Raw.
No. That's
Yeah.
like when someone's like, oh, do you want a lemongrass smoothie with green kale and some spinach in
Nope.
it? No, thank you.
No thanks.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Yes, thank you.
But yes, buddy, that is my awkward story
I love it.
or legend today.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
that.
tell us what you guys
What I
think.
Yeah. Do you believe it?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen any green? Or if you've
Hey,
seen
look.
green children, we need to know about it. Like,
Yeah, DM
right.
us with your green children.
Yeah. Let us know what's going down.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
love that.
very, very cool little legend.
I do like a legend. Like, because to me as well, a legend, it could be true.
Exactly.
It could be a Disney movie.
Yeah.
It could be somebody's lying or not telling the whole story, because everyone likes to exaggerate, right?
But for the girl to recount her story as an adult, come on, that's insane.
Yeah.
Would you go along with that story?
I don't know.
Because people wouldn't tell her, hello, green child, this is where you're from.
This is where you're from. Although unless Lord, her brother wasn't around to contradict or say anything else about her story.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true, of course.
Yeah, so she could be like, I fell from the clouds, and this is my dress made of sky, and this is my hair with stars in it, and my name is
My dress made of
Agnes.
sky.
Yeah, clouds,
Yeah,
sky, anything
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I don't. This is why I love legends, because
Yes.
and I always think with legends and stories and things like that is that at some point there must have been some truth in it, or somebody's seen something, or well, unless they're just a really good storyteller.
Exactly. And as long ago as that was, is it accountable? You know, the fact that there are a couple of accounts written in certain books of this event happening and evidence of a girl, like 2 kids.
Yes.
It's very similar. Could it have been like a telephone situation, right?
Yeah.
You know, Chinese whispers,
all of that.
You just don't know. No. But the fact that the story is out there and it's slightly credible.
Yes.
It's strange.
It's very strange.
But the malnutrition, yes, that sounds very believable for that time period.
Yes. Although I've never seen anybody with an I'm intrigued by the fact that it is an actual thing that iron deficiency can make your skin
go green. It has like a green complexion.
Wow.
I'll have to. I wonder if I can see if there's like a picture that I can find of this iron deficiency turning green, if it's actually a green color.
A green, like, because I'm thinking Incredible Hulk green. That's what I'm thinking when you see green children.
Is that what you're thinking?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Incredible Hulk met his love of his life and they had babies and they were green. That's what I'm thinking. But then was it just a tinge of green?
Exactly. Was it a pale green or a
mint green? Teal color?
Yeah, you know that we work in the beauty industry when we're like, but what color green?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What color blue are you talking about?
Because I have 50.
Yeah. There's 100.
That's like the worst thing.
Yeah.
But that's in my head when you said green, I was thinking Hulk green.
I will have, you know what? Let's see.
Oh, yeah,
you know what? Let's see.
Let's just see. Green children.
Let's go for Siri. Hey, let's go ahead and try that again, everyone. Let's try that
Lovely,
again.
Lovely.
Iron deficiency, green complexion.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Let's see
Let's
what Google
see.
brings up. Let's show some images.
I bet you it's not even green. It's not, is it?
Oh, they won't even show me real pictures.
Oh. Oh, okay.
No, they
No.
won't. Because no one's gonna look like that these days.
Well, no, I suppose.
Right?
Well, I don't. I've literally, when someone says they have
Unless they're
iron
like being
deficiency,
experimented on, maybe.
maybe they are just bright green. That's like
Yeah,
forest
because
green.
I can't find a picture of it.
No.
If anyone finds a picture of it,
Actually,
please
yes.
send it to us.
Send
I'd love
it
to
to
see
us.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so that we can make a decision on
this. Decide.
Is it Martians?
That freaks. With the amount of planets that's
Hey.
been recently found, I
Hey,
wouldn't be
man.
surprised. I
It's
wouldn't be
insane.
surprised. It's terrifying.
It scares me.
Yes, it is
What is
scary.
it?
But there are now green children coming from the caves. Well, though, that meant that they would have been here years ago.
Years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Mhm.
All the options.
There's so many.
My mind just it just goes.
It's like opening this horrible can, well, not horrible can of worms, but a can of worms where there's no end.
Yeah.
They just keep coming out.
Yeah. What
Flying.
do you mean there's no ending?
Yes.
What do you mean we're going forward into
Yeah.
space? What are you talking about?
I know.
Oh my gosh. We're not even gonna get into this.
No. That
everyone.
could be another topic.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That could be
Oh my
another thing.
goodness.
Yes.
Anyways.
Okay.
So I would love to hear this ghost story that one of you wrote in.
Yes,
Who
I
wrote
do.
this in?
This is by a gentleman called Ben.
Okay. Hello, Ben.
He sent it. Yeah, hello Ben. Thank you so much for your story. He sent it in, and it's an interesting, and I actually looking forward to reading this to you because it's one of those stories that is, what else could it have been? That's what kind of story it is.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm excited.
So, okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm so ready.
I'm slightly nervous because this is our first like story, and I don't want to get it wrong. So just bear with me.
Okay.
If I stumble a bit, but I should be okay.
Bear with.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, exciting. The story is titled "The Ghost Scar."
Oh my gosh.
Okay. In 2003, I was living in my hometown, Fort Smith. Two co-workers and I had agreed to rent a large 6,000 square feet Victorian home for about $650 a month. It was a great bargain extended to us by a friend who had brought it to rent out. Each of us had our own bedroom, an extra room and a bathroom to ourselves. They were more like bedroom suites than just bedrooms. I moved in on March the 30th with the help of some movers and got my bed set up in one of the downstairs bedroom suites. That night went to sleep at my new address. My housemates were moving in a day or two later, so I was all alone.
Oh no.
Love it. Being early spring, it was quite cold in the night, and at one point I awoke to light a gas space heater from the other adjoining room. The door was open between them. I got back to sleep and I slept soundly. I was quite tired from the moving and unpacking.
Oh, of course.
When I awoke in the morning, before I had even gotten out of bed, I noticed about a dozen long scratches down the back of my right hand. One an inch or two down from my index finger was quite wide. I remember thinking, wow, those aren't too bad. They'll heal up and won't scar, but how the hell did I get them? At first, I thought I'd scrape my hand on the grill in front of the heater burner, but the pattern was all wrong for that. Second, I thought maybe rats or mice had made them, but I saw no evidence of the vermin. Besides, the scratches were long and swept down from my own fingers as though they had been made by a hand or a tonged trowel. Eventually, the scratches did heal up without a trace, almost. The widest scar mentioned earlier above mostly disappeared but left behind a 1/4 inch long mark that I still have to this day. It's maybe a millimeter wide at most. I have a master's degree in history and journalism at the time. As you can imagine, I was interested in the history of the house, even apart from the weird incident, so I did some research. A Memphis cotton broker built it in 1890s. He moved to Fort Smith in the late 1800s with his family. He was struck by a car in the 1920s and died. His funeral had been in the home, not an unusual practice at that time. His family and some descendants continued to live there until the middle of the 20th century. Our landlord and friend told me that she had heard that in the 1950s it had been a small rest home for a time, but I couldn't find any evidence of that to confirm it. Several times, strange but explainable things happened. We'd hear weird noises in the on the second floor while we were downstairs in the common rooms. Once, a housemate and I watched a balloon at the top of the ceiling in one common room float down into the hallway, float up, crossed, floated down, drifted slowly, then floated up again into the bedroom suite through an open doorway.
Run.
Even my housemate, a strong skeptic, said, that was a little weird. We could easily imagine how a deflated party balloon might migrate from one room to another over a few hours, not in 90 seconds. A year or two went past and housemates moved away. Our landlord decided to sell the house and I was about to get married. So we all moved out. Flash forward to January. I was expecting a Christmas present that never arrived. Finally, it occurred to me that it might have gone to the old address. I called the new owners after getting their number from my old landlord. Sure enough, there it was. They'd been trying to find me, and with their permission, I dashed over quick to pick it up. While talking to one of them on the front porch, he asked me if I'd noticed or experienced anything weird while I was living there. I told him my story. That's very strange, he said. What room were you in again? He proceeded to recount to me how he had slept alone in the house on his first night in the same room. In the middle of the night, he had awoken to a sharp pain in his index finger at the point of his topmost knuckles. He said it felt like someone was driving his or her own fingernails into the hand with all of the force possible. Next, he showed me a scar there hidden in the folds of his skin around his knuckles, and how he had no longer full mobility in that joint. Furthermore, they had seen a white apparition move from room to room, usually in their peripheral vision. They also heard noise and had witnessed a few phenomena on a lesser note. That consecutive occupant of the house had been truly scarred during their occupancy, was a little unnerving. I almost felt like some spectral spook was tagging or marking us. Maybe it was even a necessary evil, a good ghost marking us for protection against the bad one. Maybe it was a warning or a failed attack. I don't know. Last fall, not long after Halloween, the house was gutted by a fire. It was a great loss, ghost or not, because it was a beautiful old home with many Victorian features. The owners had moved out a few months before and it was vacant. I was sad to see it go. However, I still have the ghost scar to remember it by.
Oh my God. Number one, picture.
I need to message to see if I can get a picture of this.
Oh my
from
gosh.
him to see, and I'll post it if
I
see,
would
get
love
permission.
to see that
I
picture.
know. I didn't have time. I was gonna email it. I was going through all the stories and I thought as an opening
Could you
story.
imagine waking up like that?
No.
And like being all cut up? Like, cause
Yeah.
how big was it?
Well, he's an inch or two, so with an inch or two, like
super deep,
like scratches. Like he said, it was where was it? Where's the first page of it? He'd said that it was like a index finger, like somebody had scratched his hand, or a garden trowel, you know, one of those
to leave
things.
A scar.
Yeah,
it must have been deep.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah, and the fact that the next owner of the house had
also
the same
had
scar.
Experiences as well.
Yeah, and had the same scar on his hand. It's like scary.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And the balloon thing reminded me of it. like in the movie
Look,
with the
if that balloon was doing that, I'm out. I'm burning the house. I'm out of there, right? I'm not gonna be. I can't do clowns.
No.
I can't.
No.
I can't.
It just, yeah, the whole balloon thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I won't have balloons in my house. I won't.
Since they start bobbing around places.
Oh
but it's,
man.
Yeah, the whole, and the thought that you to wake up and was someone says, oh, you've got a scar on your hand, how did you get that? Like,
oh yeah, I was asleep one day
night, and there was like this ghost, and you have the goat, like,
yeah, but not even that. You have like a remembrance of what happened while you were asleep, and you woke up bleeding. By what?
By what?
You checked. Obviously Ben checked everything.
Yeah.
No rodents, no nothing.
Maybe scraped it on the heater, but actually, if you scrape something, it's not going to be that deep.
That's crazy for, say, a ghost to do. That's like demonic, I feel.
Yes.
Because it's a physical action.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Or like poltergeist, like the meaner side of the spiritual realm or spectrum, or however you want to describe it, the meaner side. Like they always have more energy because they can move things and they can touch things, and by doing the scraping, maybe it was a bad spirit, or demonic.
Well, this is what I'm happy that he didn't have any experiences. Or has he had any experiences out of the house?
Doesn't say that he did. I would assuming that he would have probably mentioned that he did.
So the fact that it was only in that house, I'm happy it didn't follow him.
Yes.
I'm happy that didn't follow you, Ben.
Yes. Yes, me too, Ben. I'm hoping. I'm also hoping that you weren't marked for something extra. Because he said, was he marked for something?
Don't worry him like that.
Sorry, Ben.
Sorry, Ben. Yeah, I would love to see your scar, Ben. I would love to see that, to be honest.
Yeah, I will. I'll email and just say, hey, have you got any photos? And see if I can. And then
that's a cool story.
It's a cool story, right?
I like that.
That was a good story for our first story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like.
That's a good little kickoff.
Thanks, Ben.
Because we have more.
Yes.
We have more.
Yes, we have more. I have. Yes, I have. Yes, we have. I'm not saying anything.
No. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise for Gat. It's a surprise and a freak her out. Literally, this is our.
I'm gonna have to say that one also did freak me out. that if I woke up bleeding like that and I didn't know what it was, and I was experiencing different things in the house, that would scare me.
Okay.
Yeah, that would scare me because I've been physically touched.
Okay. So on the cat scare meter, what are we talking? 1 being 10 being what are we at?
I'm at a good 8.5.
Okay. Ben, thank you.
Don't touch me, ghost. Okay. Hands off, ghost. Not for me.
Not for you.
No,
okay.
I don't. Yeah. I would have been scared. Yeah, I would have been scared.
The
balloon, stop it.
Yes.
That's like that's like a big thing. That's like it coming for you.
Yeah. And even the owner after him saying that they saw in the peripheral vision, like if that because it would just be like, and then you wouldn't even see, like, sorry for people that are listening, I just did a little hand wavy move across my face, just to signify something moving.
Yeah,
just
with sound effects on top of it.
On top of it.
Yeah.
You gotta add them.
Hey, look, we gotta add them. We have to.
I'm not an editor yet.
No, we don't know how to do that yet. No.
But yeah, so okay,
wow.
Ben, thank you very, very much. I'm 8.5, did you say?
Yeah, good 8.5.
Good 8.5. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I'm liking the cat scare meter.
Yeah.
I think we need to do this.
Yeah, you know what? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We'll scare meter every time we tell a paranormal story. Yes. Which will be next week.
Next week. We will have another one next week.
Yes.
Yes, we will. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm going away.
You are going away.
I am.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm going to Cornwall.
I know,
aren't I?
lovely.
With a little Dot.
Oh, yeah, she's not even
Yeah.
here today.
No,
but it's
she's
okay.
out. She's out with her daddy.
Yes.
So yeah, so we're gonna
Yes.
go away. It's our 10-year wedding
I
anniversary.
know, congratulations.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. So yeah, so is this it?
I think so.
No more stories?
No more stories?
Okay.
Yeah, I think
All
this is
right.
it. Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you for listening.
Yeah, please check out our Instagram, which is Twisted Chamber. On our Instagram, if you look at the top of our bio, you will see a little link tree link, which will link you to everything that we do: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm doing Facebook as well. We will be having a Facebook group as well, because I know
dear.
no yeah, Kat's like just doesn't
not
want to do the social media
Facebook.
stuff. Not everybody's on Instagram. Not
I-
everybody's on TikTok.
I know.
You know, I have people that are like, oh, we want to see extra bits, but we're not on Instagram. So you know what? For you guys, I'm going to expand our social media network to Facebook. There will be a private Facebook group, and the reason why most of these things will be private is because of the content that we talk about.
Yes, of course,
Pictures
because
that we
do talk
post.
about certain things that are a little graphic, obviously.
Yes.
So yeah, you can't be young listening to stuff like this.
Not
Obviously,
true.
today was a little bit more PG.
But yeah, PG
Yeah,
today.
a bit more
bit
PG.
creepy, bit PG,
Yeah.
which is good. Yeah. But if you have any stories, any messages, any comments, if you want us to research something, our email is twistedchamber@yahoo.com. Send anything in.
Yeah, send
you know?
mysteries, legends, true crime, missing persons, aliens. I would love to hear your stories like Ben's stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like true life accounts of what you've experienced because you had that experience. Yeah. And that's real to you. Yeah, that's real. And you know what, you can Google and you can research whatever it is that you want to research, but there's nothing so chilling than actually somebody saying this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what I've seen. This is what happened. And you know what? Bring it on. I want to hear it all. I want to hear it. Dark. Yeah. Sinister. Yep. Scare us. Yeah. That's what we like. Freak us out. Yeah. I love a good scary story. I love it. Me too. I love scary things. Yay. Right then. So thank you so much for listening. And we will let you out now, but next time you might not be so lucky. That's right. See you later, inmates. Bye. Bye.